walking along, happy as can be, and then they see
you're gonna learn
streams up
how to
ahead.
roll a quarter
They get to the
across
first
your
stream,
fingers.
and it's not that
Okay?
big, so they jump across it.
So we're gonna practice. We do the practice method.
Big, they jump across
So
that one,
remember
and then
to
they
go
get to this
here.
third stream.
So basically,
realize, it's
a
still
good
pretty
start.
small,
Fuck
but
you.
it's significantly
So a good
bigger
start
than
to
the
this
last
is we
and
want
so if
to
we
start with one
mistime it, we
finger.
could fall into it. Now, this was not some huge
Stop
deal.
here.
We're already
We're learning
wet,
this.
swimming,
We're
but they
videotaping.
didn't
This is a
want
vlog
to
of
jump
learning
into the
this.
stream, and so they
So
considered walking off
roll
to the
the
right and trying to
quarter
find
like
an
this
area
across
that's
the
more
finger
narrow
like
they
this.
could jump across more
Like a
easily.
normal
But
roll,
they figured
like
they
this.
were probably within
How do you
maybe
do that?
100 or 200 feet of the parking lot. They couldn't see it, but they knew they were close.
So
And they really
get knuckle
didn't want to go
like
farther
this.
and farther away
your hands
to only
open
have to just
like
jump
this.
over this thing anyways. And so they decide, you know what,
And
let's
then
just jump
push the
across it.
quarter
Let's just
with
do it.
your
We fall
thumb
in, we fall in. And so the
around
three of
this
them
area,
backed up from the stream
and
to give
then-
themselves some running room, and then
and
they grabbed hands, and at the same time, all three of them ran forward and leapt across the stream. And they cleared it. They landed on the other side, but the ground
keep
they
it a
landed
little
on
bit
was kind
bent,
of
but not
loose
too
and
bent.
soft, and so it kind of crumbled
like,
underneath
roll-
them,
like, push
and
it
they
up,
all
and
fell
you went-
backwards
oh, there you
into
go,
the
you're
stream.
almost
In the darkness, this stream
Start with
had
one
looked
finger
like
first.
the other two streams
Basically,
they had
this is how you
seen,
practice.
albeit a little bit
You're
larger,
doing it.
and so
So
they were not
in,
thinking this could be potentially hazardous
in,
if they fell into the
down,
water. But it would turn out this
keep
stream
juggling
was
it.
extremely
Keep
hazardous. It
juggling
was
it.
nothing like the other two streams they had encountered. This one was runoff from a nearby hot spring, and so the temperature inside of this stream was 178 degrees Fahrenheit. So it was practically boiling water, and it looked like it was shallow, but in fact, this stream was 10 feet deep. And so when this trio fell into these scalding
Don't
waters,
bend
they
down.
let out
Keep it up.
blood-curdling
It's a good
screams,
slide.
and the other group that had
Like
ran
this.
down the
So
forest
in,
path,
keep
they
it
had
up.
got to
Don't
the
go all the way
parking
down like
lot and
this.
were waiting for them.
In,
And so they hear
in,
the scream,
like that.
and they just take off
In.
running in the direction of the stream. They cut right through the forest, and they come out to that field, and they find Lance and Tyler are on the edge of the
Coffins for
stream,
pussies.
desperately
Stop coughing.
trying to pull Sarah out of the water.
Stop being a
And
little
so
bitch.
the parking lot
I'm not
crew,
being
they
a
run
bitch.
over and they grab Sarah, they pull her out. They don't really
Oh, man,
know
you're
what's
a little bitch,
happening.
aren't
They
you?
don't know this
Come
is
on.
some boiling
right
stream,
there.
but it very quickly dawns on them when Lance and Tyler and
Stop
Sarah
saying
just
bad words.
continue to scream outside of the water that something is horribly wrong. And so one of the people in the
Give
parking
warnings,
lot
keep
crew,
going.
they take off running,
Fast.
they go into one of their
Okay.
cars, and they
Hey,
drive
give
and
me
they
the
get
card.
help.
Give me the
And
card.
not that long after, a helicopter would
Okay.
arrive, and it would take Sarah,
You know what?
Lance, and Tyler to a nearby
Wait,
hospital. It would
wait.
turn out Lance
Wait,
and Tyler,
wait,
when they
wait.
fell into this water, they only submerged
That's how you
up
make
to
a
their
bird
necks,
disappear
and as
in
soon as they
someone's
hit
gut.
the water, they immediately turned and got themselves out again. So they were only in the water for maybe a second or two. And these things ultimately
gotta
saved
get
their
in
lives,
deeper.
although they did still have burns
I
on
mean,
almost
first,
their entire
like, you
bodies.
just got, I mean,
Maybe I should do a new
Dozens of
thing like
surgeries,
every day.
years of
do deep,
rehab,
go
and they
in
had to pay all
deeper,
this money
go in
for
deeper.
medical
Like,
bills.
not there,
So it was
in
not
here.
a smooth
Go towards
course
the-
after they
the
got
knuckle
pulled out,
more.
but they lived.
Towards-
As for Sarah, she was not as
There you
lucky.
go.
When
This
she
will
fell
help
into
your
the
judo,
water,
too.
she
This will
was
help my
completely
judo.
submerged.
It's dexterity.
Her head, her body, all of it
Stop
was
looking at the
under
camera.
the
This
water.
isn't
And
about
she
the
just
camera.
could
This is
not
the
get
Q&A.
herself out again.
It's about
And so
us.
she
Like,
stayed
you know what a
in the
Q&A
water
is?
Oh, shut
much
up. This is
longer
about
than
us
the guys.
figuring shit out.
When she was admitted to the hospital, despite the fact she was talking and conscious, the doctors very quickly realized they had a big problem with her.
Starting
A
to see,
third-degree
I think I
burn,
understand
or a
now
full
why you
thickness
don't go that
burn,
fast.
is when the outer
Yo, I'm
layer of
curious,
skin
you think we're
gets
gonna catch any
destroyed,
ghosts?
and also
Like-
the inner
Like, I mean, we
deeper
have a
tissues
camera,
of
it's
the
just
skin
like,
also
that'd be
gets
cool.
destroyed.
This is
including
not-
the cells that are
This is not going
responsible
towards
for
ghosts. We're
reproducing
just, it's
skin.
almost Halloween,
So if you
and
get a
we're
third-degree
videotaping.
burn,
So, like, we see, like, a
that part of your
hand
body
pop in
will
that
not heal
door.
on its own. You literally have to get
And I
a
have not
skin
been
graft.
We're
And a
protecting
skin graft is
Jacob,
effectively a
Caleb's
skin
little brother.
transplant. They will take other sections of skin from your body that are unburned, and they will place them over that site where you have the first-degree burn. But when Sarah was wheeled
don't
into
talk about
the operating room,
AK-47s
it was
here.
determined
I mean,
that
it's
she had
history, but it's kind of
third-degree
boring
burns
history.
on
And
100%
if you look up
of
the
her
AK-47,
body. So there was no
you'll know all at all. And we're not giving you spoilers. It's a movie, by the way. Kalashnikov. Greatest
And so
movie in the
despite their
world.
best efforts, Sarah would pass away 15
So-
years
You know what
after
else?
her
Good movie,
arrival at the
Fight Club.
hospital. A year later,
Really bad.
Lance's family would sue the National Park Service for not having put up a sign near that particular
else can we
stream
do?
to warn
It's
people
not
of its
judo.
dangers. But that lawsuit was tossed out.
Do we have
because it was
anything in
determined
our
that the
personalities
trio,
that's-
Sarah, Tyler,
I like
and
video
Lance,
games, I guess.
had
Not
chosen
really, not
to
really.
walk off trail in a known thermal area.
What
and so
else?
they were